Hi guys, how are you all? We all are hoping that you all are doing well. First of all, we all thank you for joining the Code Avatar community. This is the first lecture of learning the C language track. So let's get started. As we all know that everything in this tech world arises or invented must have a proper need and origin, and so does our C language have. So to understand the origin and need of C, we are first studying the history of C language. In the late 1960s, the organization called AT&T Bell Laboratories, which is now also a proud one, was working on a product named as Unix, or more precisely I can say that they all were working to design a system for consumer electronic need, as that type of system was the need of that time. So in order to do so, the team of several developers were made and Richard Martin was the head of that team. The team was continuously struggling, studying, and searching for different languages to code Unix into it. And at that time, BCPL was in common tradition. So they all decided to write code for Unix in BCPL. And for those who don't know what BCPL stands for, BCPL is Basic Combined Programming Language. And while they all were busy in completing Unix code, the time of retirement of Richard Martin had also been came. Then the charge was shifted to Ken Thompson, who invented the new language from BCPL known as the B language. There was some bugs in BCPL, that's why Ken Thompson invented a new language, and then finally Unix was written in B language. But after writing Unix in B language, they all had faced a new issue of portability. At that time Unix was not portable, so a new problem arose in front of them, that portability of Unix. How can they achieve the portability of Unix? While this all was happening, another person came into the spotlight. His name was Dennis Ritchie. Ritchie joined Bell Lab in 1968, and at that time he was working on his thesis of programming structure and computational complexity. Then in 1972, Dennis Ritchie invented a new language from B named as Newbie, or we all can say NB. And later, in mid 1972, he renamed it to C. Then, due to the special qualities of C, Unix was again written in C, and this time it becomes portable. So finally, in 1975, Cunningham, who was a friend of Dennis Ritchie, they both decided to write a book named as the C programming language for those who want to learn C. And later on in 1989, ANSI gave a new standard for C, or simply we can say that ANSI standardized the C by giving the name C89, and then later on C99, C11, and recently C18 was launched, and in 2018 latest version of C18 was launched and published. The ANSI is the American National Standard Institute, which will standardize different types of languages eventually. So that's all for the history of C. So here is the summary of C. That C is the we all can understand as C is the byproduct of the Unix. I mean the whole team was working to make Unix, and C was come out of it as the byproduct of the Unix. So we all can have C as the byproduct of Unix, and later on Unix was gets updated through this byproduct. So this is the history of C. We all thank you to watching this.